This is the future.
Alright, next tweet. Okay, this is the kind of impact the Invictus game provide to wounded and service members. Please donate if you are able so that these vital services can be provided. So let's listen. It's only 15 seconds. Alright.
He was fist pumping that air.
Invictus was the best week of my life.
Wow.
That lives on stronger than ever. To feel like a rock star for that week. To have the red carpet rolled out for us. That's what you did, wasn't it?
This is in some other videos that I have on my channels. I spoke about this outing. This is where Harry was talking to one of those vets and said, you know, if he was still in the army, there's no way he will start a family. He took that into consideration. He will not start a family while he's in the military. So Harry is a thinker. I only had 1 second left.
So come on then.
Okay, so that's that. Okay, 100%. Show more replies. Let's move on. I'm already past an hour. So if, depend on, I'm just going to continue. There might be part 2 to it, okay? Next tweet. So there's this here. You know what? This will start of the new video, okay? Kasper Holmes of Team Denmark. Let's pause. Kasper Holmes of Team Denmark shared his recovery journey on our Netflix series Heart of Invictus, and he will be joining us for the IG Confederation on May 7th. Kasper, alongside his coach Jens, will join panel 2 to discuss the recovery journey of the Invictus Game competitor. Okay, as a captain of Team Denmark, this is 1 minute and 55 seconds. Okay, Kasper Holm took part in the Invictus Game Düsseldorf 2023 as a captain for Team Denmark after a year in which he shared his own mental health journey. Okay, as part of the Netflix series Heart of Invictus.
To be in the time trial today has meant so much to me because it's my last Invictus Games as a competitor. And to race with the other guys on the field and being part of this big journey here and standing here with a medal is so amazing. The Invictus journey has done everything to me because without the Invictus journey, I haven't been here today. The work with my mental health has meant a lot to me.
I'm so proud of him. I don't have any words for that. It's about feelings, it's about emotions, it's about love.
This is the future.
The biggest lesson for me with the Netflix series is to show people how important it is to be a part of a community when you're in recovery and in rehabilitation, because it has meant so much to me to be a part of this community and with all the other veterans too.
And you know what's really touching with this? Harry makes it okay for these tough guys. Okay, they went to war, they did the unthinkable, they were brave, but to feel humble to get the help that you need. Okay, this is what Invictus is all about. You know, you need the help, you are welcome as long you are willing to participate and allow them to help you to help yourself. Okay?
To share and to be there for each other on the journey.
Kasper is going to be a coach for the next time in the Invictus Games, and that shows a lot about the sustainability of this program. The Invictus spirit, it's a light you cannot switch off. There's still a spark burning, and no matter how hopeless it might seem, there's still hope. When you look and you plan ahead for one hill, that's where you can see in the horizon. But really, when you stand on top of that hill, it's important to have a new goal. And that's what these gentlemen have made for themselves, a new goal. Now they're definitely a part of the team, and I'm looking so much forward to the future working with them.
As I was listening to this, I'm thinking when Harry was introducing, what is it, Captain, I have it in this channel, Captain Marks, when he was introducing her. And I believe she was part of the Invictus and in Florida as well. This is where they first met, and through their own recovery, and they surpass whatever it is that were giving them the trouble, and then Invictus helped them, you know, conquer it. Now they become part of the mentor for the next one who probably are going through what they have already gone through. And this is what I see here. Okay, let me see if I see what I'm talking about here. Okay, and this video, all right, it's season 2 episode 28, honoring Sergeant First Class Elizabeth Marks. All right, this is what came to mind, this video, her. All right, so let's go back to Twitter. Okay, there's the heart here. Oh, great, Kasper. That's an ad. Okay, he is so inspiring. There's the heart. Invictus. So let's go to the next one. So as of now, I'm on video 2 because I'm already past an hour. Next tweet. So now this is leading up to Harry being in the celebrate the 10-year anniversary. All right, before getting involved, and this is Invictus Games Foundation tweet. Okay, before getting involved with the Invictus game, I felt like the loneliest person in the world, and then I discovered this community. Now I have an identity again, and now I'm part of a community of people that support each other. Kasper Holmes at the IG conference. I am here, and I believe I share some tweets with some links where you guys could go and come in the description. All right, I'll put the links in the description for you guys. Okay, Invictus is about bond of family, such inspiration of courage and dedication. Okay, Kasper was one of my fave from the heart of Invictus. I know his daughter are proud of him. Okay, I know his daughters are proud of him. So there's that here. This is a home. Our Kasper, so happy he found a community. I swear. I welled up when I heard Kasper say that. I could see him try to contain his emotion as he was speaking. I am here. All right, this is a really beautiful statement. Kasper is such a cool guy. So glad we got to know part of his journey in Heart of Invictus. Kasper, there's all of that. That's an ad. And there's this. Bet you are glad. Was it? All right, again, this is from the Invictus Foundation. Okay, Invictus Spirit, this is why we do what we do. I am here. Okay, Nigerian Concord Foundation is celebrating We Are Invictus Game 10-year anniversary. The Invictus Game Foundation will be celebrating incredible individuals who have used sport or advantages to aid their recovery and celebrating that they are still with us. All right, 14 seconds. I remember when they did. Okay, huge congratulations on the 10th year anniversary. On the 10th anniversary of We Are Invictus. Very much looking forward to the visit of Alf and his amazing long-time veteran supporter Princess Megan. We are 10, and there's all those hashtags. All right, I am 10. Okay, I am here. There's that. Oh my goodness, that was such a fun Invictus. Okay, welcome to Nigeria. Okay, so there's that. Okay, a lot of emojis. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have paid tribute to the LGBT plus community as Pride Month began. The royal couple shared a message on their official Instagram account highlighting their support for LGBT. The Royal Foundation. Okay, the royal couple shared a message on their official Instagram. Who has the Instagram? I don't think okay, if there is, I don't know. I'm thinking American Riviera Orchard, but okay, let me go check. As far as I'm concerned, American Riviera Orchard haven't put anything, and if Harry and Meghan have a different account on IG, I do not know what it is. They only have 9 posts. Look how many followers. 617,000 followers and 0. They're not even following anybody. All right, let me go back to Twitter. Right, so I don't know where this is. There's 2 comments under it. Okay, they have an Instagram page. That's what I'm talking about. They have an Instagram page. I do not know about that. Okay, so I just went on IG. It's just the American Riviera. If they have, I do not know. Okay, when I do come across it, I'll be more than happy to share with you. Next tweet. I'm almost done with the list. Okay, more pictures of Prince Harry at the Invictus Game Foundation Conversation celebrating their 10-year anniversary. I am 10. All right, so let's look at some of the images. There's Harry here. Okay, I'm sure the video of this will probably somewhere, probably within the IG community and stuff like that. So this is part of their founders, I assume. The person, the board members, I think. I don't know. So there's here. Is there a link to check? Okay, is there a link to check it out? So there's that here. So the link, the IGF, the Invictus Game Foundation Conversation, Realizing a Global Community by Invictus Game Foundation, 7th May 2024, 2 p.m. United Kingdom. This iteration of the IGF Conversation will draw on how over the past 10 years since its inception, the IGF has established and will continue to build a global community of those and their families who have given and service to their countries. This support specifically uses adaptive sport at its core in order to deliver tangible impact, which is capable of remaining relevant in the future. The event will be a look back on where the IGF has come from since our patron, Duke of Sussex, there it is here, Duke of Sussex returned home from the Warriors game in the US and felt inspired to create the international inaugural. It took him 14 months to do it. 14 months. Is it? No, 10 months. 10 months to do it since he saw it. He had the idea and he put the work in. And what he has achieved up until now. All right. So this is all their sponsors. This is what Harry was making the others see where the money will be coming from. Donors. Okay, American Airlines, Better Up, Boeing, Booz Allen, okay, Fisher House, Helping Military Families, ISPS Honda, okay, Honda, the Armed Forces Covenant Fund Trust, Monsters Energy. Oh, this is news to me. I didn't know. Monsters Energy, the Armed Forces. Okay, I read this. Okay, so there's all of that. The link will be in the description. So I don't know. Let's see, find out more. In this area, you can watch past IGF Conversation. So let's see here. Find out more. Okay, so there's nothing. All right, the link will be in the description. Feel free to go click it. Maybe there will be more improvement later on. Tuesday, 7th March. What is that? So this is the schedule. Okay, so that was yesterday's schedule. Okay. All right, the link in the description. I thought that I'll find other things here. Okay, Prince Harry looked fantastic. So this is one of the tweets from the squad. That's him going over there. He looked a little bit reserved there. There he is here. Holding his ring. Yep, his wife by his side. Touching the ring. That's what I get from there. It's like he's thinking of his wife. Next. I have one more after this. Okay, Invictus Game Foundation posted this. We're delighted to be joined by our founding patron, Prince Harry's IG Conversation, Realizing a Global Community for panel 1 to discuss 10 years of the Invictus movement. I'm sure we will be seeing what was said here, either to their Netflix things or whatever it may be. All right, we will see. All right, and I'm sure the squad will be supporting. There's no comment. All right, they blocked the comment, by the way, but there's 846 retweet. Let me see if I could see view quotes. Okay, so there's this here 10. Our founding patron, not one of our this is why they didn't want all this negative comment under that. Disgraceful what they had to close their comment section because of hateful comment. Yeah, I mean, it's because of that. They didn't want to deal with that. Okay, our founding patron, okay, our good King Harry is getting on with his work and not missing a bit. These games are so very important to him because they help a community that he holds dear to his heart. I am proud to be part of a community that is donating funds for Invictus Games. All right. Hi, Harry. Happy to see you celebrating such a great accomplishment. You are a visionary. So there's that here. Okay, Harry gets behind every veteran and works tirelessly for the cause. Meanwhile, his father and brother refuse to join the Invictus Games. They're too busy sorting out their and medals so they can pretend to care. There it is. Right, things clear? Nope, they aren't playing. Our founding patron, Prince Harry, is founder, owner, and patron of Invictus. Okay, so lovely to see the incredible founder, patron of Invictus Games, Prince Harry, smiling, happy, healthy. Congratulations, we are Invictus on your 10th anniversary. Here's the 10 more years and beyond. I love the work that Invictus does. I just love the work that Invictus Games does. Family, community, compassion connects, beautiful impact. Okay, so there's more. There's like 800 something. So let's go to the next and my final tweet that I have for you guys. All right, what I will do, thank God this is this here, I'll just go Invictus Game Foundation. If I had our guest today at the thank you of our guest today at the IGF Conversation. You were there, and we are all here to help the international wounded, injured, or sick service community. I am 10. All right, 27. So there's a okay, so that's like a snapshot of what took place. So they didn't show us everything. So hopefully they have it and they will put it in their Netflix series or something. Okay, 1020. All right, thank you Invictus for all your good works. Thanks to Prince Harry and Sir Keith Mills. Okay, so there's that here. The entire Invictus and with a cup of tea between these two. Yep. Okay, Harry had the idea, brought it to him, he agreed, and then everything else is history. When Harry brought it up to his brother was pissed. Thank you, NB. Okay, thank you for all your work on behalf of our veterans and their families. I am 10, I am here. Okay, 6 seconds.
I am!
Okay. You guys are amazing. Congratulations on 10 years of service and success. Well done. There's all of that. Thank you. There's that. Okay, incredible. A lot of emojis of hearts. Okay, Invictus Game. This was great. Go Invictus. Okay, what is that? 947 likes. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It gets to the people who appreciate it know what's up. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's almost like this is the thing that these people are focusing on. Similar when Harry and Meghan first opened their IG account, Sussex Royal, I believe that's what it was. And Harry and Meghan were making traction on social media and all of that. And then all of a sudden, the other brothers start paying people but to, to get, I don't know, followers or whatever it may be. But it doesn't matter. Their target is their veterans, and the veterans appreciate it. Then Harry and Invictus are not worrying about views or this or that or whatever. Their focus is the veterans and the people that matters. And this is the problem with these people. Okay? Including those 3 people who like it and retweet it. Okay, you put your head down and keep going. Nothing stops you. Okay, wasn't too many guests there. Going by the empty tables. Okay, these are people they invite. Can you imagine if they invite the haters, the Daily Fail and all of that? Once they finish, they go outside and trash them anyway. So they invite who they wanted to. Probably of each team and all of that. They make it the important people are there. Probably each respective countries bring their representative to talk about it. We'll get to see it eventually what they were talking about. There's 3 comments under this here, and then I'll go into the Invictus page. Okay, so there's none. Probably people that I black. Alright, so I'm done. Now I am on the Invictus Game Foundation Twitter page. Alright, so let's see if I miss anything. Alright, let's pause this. I just shared that. So there's more. Thank you to everyone who joined us today at the IGF Conversation to discuss the global impact of the Invictus Game movement and the power of the global community that has been created and nurtured over the last 10 years through the Invictus Game and beyond. Okay? So this is what's matter here. Invictus. Okay? I'm glad that I came here. This is a link. Okay? What is it? I will share that with you. You guys could go and check it out. Okay, so they got it here. Okay, 7th May 2024, London, the IGF Conversation panel event on realizing a global community took place today at the Honourable Artillery Company in central London, moderated by broadcaster Louis Mention. The event marked a celebration of what the IGF has achieved over the last 10 years and outline plans on how to continue to build a global community supporting those and their families who have given the service of their countries. This is the goal for Harry. Okay, he get the right people involved. The event looked back on where the Invictus Game Foundation has come from since our patron, the Duke of Sussex, returned home from the Warriors game in the US and felt inspired to create the inaugural Invictus Game in 2014, involving the former chair of the Invictus Game Foundation, Sir Keith Mills, alongside long-term supporter for the Invictus movement and former CEO of the Invictus Game Orlando 2016. The event program opened with a panel discussing with the Duke on the journey to launching the Invictus Game London 2014. Like I was saying, without even reading this, important people, respective people of their respective countries came to that movement. And probably also their donors probably sent a representative to listen how the Invictus Game have moved from the very first time. So that way they know where their money is going. Okay? So when they invest on something, it's not only plaster their names next to it. Okay, the company's name and logo next to Invictus. It's not just that. They want to make sure I'm giving you money. Where are you spending the money at? Okay, are you worth it to continue partnering with you? This kind of thing. So this is what I think this conversation was all about. My humble opinion. Okay, I wasn't there. Okay, earlier today, the Invictus Game Foundation launched the finding of their longitudinal study into the impact of the Invictus Games on competitors' well-being, funded by the Force. Wow, I'm surprised I read that much because it's very hard to say. Funded by the Forces and Mind Trust. And the second panel of the IGF Conversation revealed some of the lessons learned from different medical programs and implication for the future of sport for recovery. In other words, things that they have implemented since their existence. So as they're helping people, okay, think of it in a way as guinea pig, but it's not. At that time, what they felt was best for respective servicemen, a woman who was going through their problem, their mental well-being, or whatever injury it may be. So they implement the best quality they knew how at that time. So as they were doing that, they were seeing what is working and what didn't work. So that way they could move forward. It's like they bang their head. Okay, I bang my head here. It hurts. So I'm not going to bang my head again. This kind of thing. You know how I said in my other videos where the royal family keep banging their heads on the wall and then they want different results. So here, there's Harry with his team of the Invictus Foundation. They're banging their head on the wall. Okay, this hurt. It caused pain. I'm not going to do this anymore. Let's try something different. Okay, this is the concept here. Okay, the session also drew upon first-hand and experience of the Invictus Game from a participant and coaching perspective involving members of Team Denmark, Kasper Holmes of Team Denmark, who featured in the Netflix series Heart of Invictus, share his journey of Invictus Game participant to coach. Okay, because we just heard one of his videos. Okay, he explained how it helps him and all of that. So now he passed that threshold that was holding him back. So he surpasses it, and he feel much better. His family appreciate his well-being. So now he's moving to a coaching aspect. So now whoever's in the military right now who's going through some stuff, now he could help them, and then the process continue, passing on the torch. Okay, finally, the IGF conversation moved into a discussion of the way ahead. There's the thing here, what they're gonna do leaning forward from what they've learned from the past. Okay, finally, the IGF conversation moved into a discussion of the way ahead for the next 10 years of the Invictus Game Foundation. Members of the Invictus Game newest nation, Nigeria, Colombia, discussed the impact of joining the community, increasing focus on sport for recovery ahead of a visit by the Duke of Sussex to Nigeria later this week. The Invictus Game Foundation is making 10 years since the Invictus Game London 2014. The next Invictus Game is taking place in Vancouver, Whistler 2025. And this is the one that the Sussex squad are supporting, raising fund for. Okay, and I think, if anything, this is just a suggestion, if any of the squads could bring it up too. Next year, when we're raising fund for the Sussexes, you know, Archie's birthday, whichever event that the squad are doing, maybe we could do for the Invictus in Nigeria. That way they could establish their facilities to maybe at some point bring Invictus to Nigeria. I'm just saying, okay? So get their facility to a way where they could throw their hat in. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Okay, these are images. The link will be in the description. So this is the guy here, that quadrant here. This is the guy, both of them at the bottom, who's making the pitch to have Invictus come back to the UK. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the two countries that the Invictus is putting up with is, I believe, Washington DC and the UK. Okay, that's the two finalists, and I believe come in this summer they will name the winners. 10th anniversary. Thank you for all that you do. All right, global impact. Generally, I like to hear more information on the actual tangible impact. Okay, this is the thing here. Impact you are having on veterans. What are you intending to do to sustain this movement? I mean, this is the discussion that they were having. All right, so far they sustained themselves for 10 years. And the last paragraph of the thing that I just read, they're gonna they're talking about things that they will do. You know, create a guideline or objective, okay, a goal, how they're gonna move forward, and hopefully they achieve it. When are veterans going to be the focus again? Oh my God, this needs to black, but let me read this is a haters reading here. Hey, why don't you show some respect to these vets by not bringing your negative to a good cause? Okay, let me just black. I don't have time. I'm already past an hour. All right, so this is the people who come here always questioning the things that they're doing as if lying to them. Meanwhile, they never question the royal family. Look at this. On other videos on my other channel, you have Charles who's removing some of the patronages that he has, and he ended up now with 669 patronages, and then the rest, from my understanding, is that the Queen had about 900. So Charles removed a whole bunch and then giving them the pink slip, so to speak, and I'm sure those charities that he cut probably more than happy. That they're not representing, they're not their patron anymore. So, and then at the same time, from what I understand, the royal family are gonna get an increase from the taxpayers' money. So if he's removing some patronages, he's not representing, or he's not gonna be a patron of those patronages. Why should the money remain, increasing? It should decrease, as a matter of fact. But nobody's questioning that. All right, so let's go back to the main post. I just came from that. So there's another tweet here. Quote, the work of the Invictus Game Foundation has given me hope. Dean Onshu Okay, Onwushikwa. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I believe this is one of the Team Nigerian. Okay, thank you to Dean from Team Nigeria for being with us today at the IGF Conversation and sharing his story. Okay, so they bring in people that matters, okay, to discuss what Invictus has done, where it's going, and well done for your bravery, Dean. Done for your brave Dean. Okay, well done for your brave Dean. I love every part of the celebration. The Invictus game has restored a light back into the eyes of so many military men and women and their families and renewed a purpose and hope. It's incredible. Alright, that's a Dean has such a joyful spirit. It was interesting to hear how he eventually made the connection and depression, and heartening to note his willingness to help others. Okay, Odin, so happy for you. I love this so much. Congratulations for 10 years of good works. This is why this life changing it has on participant and competitors is immeasurable. Good luck to Dean and all involved. And this is what the haters try to do. You see here, there's a organization here trying to help people. Now, if Harry was listening serious, like his brothers, for instance, and then you have that eager to help people, them down your light, it would have messed this for all these people that Harry is helping right now. Invictus game is helping right now. Alright, this is why the Invictus game continue. Okay, I just read this. After this, that's it. Congratulations, Invictus, on this 10-year milestone. To 10 more years and beyond. I think I remember him from the very first video when David Wiseman visited Nigeria and met with the wounded. What a world of a difference, opportunity, goal, and a positive community can make. Thank y'all for the work you do. God bless. Okay, so let's go back. I didn't see that there is no single pill that cures all ailment. There is no single for the service community, but what we do know is that sport and exercise is critical to the health and well-being of everybody. Dr. Paul Pascal. And this is the thing many of the derangers don't get. Harry brings. Okay, this is the brilliant of Harry. He's not a doctor. I'm talking about Harry. He's not a doctor. He's not a psychologist. He's not whatever. As a person, as a vet, he experienced the things that many of these people have gone through. And then as he was in the military, he was talking to people, listening to their problem and everything like that. So all this was a learning experience for him. So when he created Invictus, he brought in professionals, people who went to school for many years to do these things, the doctors, the psychologists, you name it, the physical therapists, all of this to help these people. He bring in professional. That's the thing of the derangers don't get. And I will read some tweet that will say, what does Harry know about this? Why is he this? Why is that? He may not know, but he has an idea about it. Okay, he didn't go to school for this, but he know the impact of certain things, because when he speak to people, he listen and then he connects people together. So
the protocol may have been lending your name and using your name to create a halo around the organization that would benefit it. And it sounds like the younger royals are more about more than just name association, more direct action and involvement. So do you feel you're more hands-on? Is that fair to say?
I think in today's world you have to be. I think you have to be much more hands-on, and also.
Why? I mean, why do you have to be? You could have done it the same way. You could have had 200 charities and been a patron of them. I mean, no one would have thought any different.
No, but if you end up working individually for, let's say, 200 charities, in today's world, I think that kind of dilutes the impact that you can have. What our foundation is all about and what our platform is all about is encouraging people to come together, to work together, so that there's less competition within that sector, whether it's financially or otherwise, and saying, right, guys, you're doing the same thing. Please, let's get around a table, talk to each other, work it out, and come up with a long-term strategy.
But doesn't this seem obvious? Like, why haven't other people done it then? So you've created, with your brother and sister-in-law, the Royal Foundation. Okay, you've started a charity. My first question would be, Do we need another charity? So, you know, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity? Our foundation is not another charity. We're not trying to take up any more space. I think we all agree that the charity sector is quite full at the moment. But as I said, what we're trying to do is use our platform to be able to bring people together to affect change.
So why haven't other people done this?
Because I genuinely believe that we as a foundation will never be able to compete with some of the other big foundations financially. As weird as that may sound, but that's fact. What we do have is a unique ability to be able to put our name and everything that comes with to a really good purpose, to a really good cause. And as I said, there are many organizations out there that have never come together and that would never sit around a table and discuss the topic of which they're all involved with, but we've proven that. We've made that possible.
So in some ways you're leveraging your name, it seems to me. Does this create something very, very unique to you and your brother and sister-in-law in that you can get these people to come together and talk to each other? Because working together is hard.
Yeah, well, it's hard working together as a family, it's hard working together. And it's hard working together when you are scrapping for the same money within the same sector, as a lot of people know. But, you know, through some of the initiatives that we've created, Invictus Games, as an example, that brought together 10, 12 different service charities to be able to share expertise, share knowledge, share experience, specifically around mental health, so that they were all standardization across the board to make sure that whatever the best practice was, everybody was sharing that. And therefore, if there's a wounded soldier that's left the forces, that's been lost in amongst the chaos of everything else, if they stick their head above the parapet and they go to Help for Heroes, one of the charities in the UK, if that's not for them, like you go to your supermarket, everybody chooses the supermarket that they want to go to. It's the same with the charity sector. And if you've got 101 choices to choose from, every single person is uniquely wired, and therefore their cure or their fix will be specific to them. But what we're able to do is bring everybody together once again around a table and say, right, you're now part of a group, you're part of something, and therefore anybody that comes in gets the opportunity or the option of 12 of you rather than one of you.
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
The Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember. But
We bring the best of the best to help those vets. This is the thing here. Okay, there's 14 comment under this here. Okay, well done, Prince Harry and everyone involved. Did I finish with? No, I only read that part. It was great to gain insight from the medical community on rehabilitative practices during panel 2 of today's IGF conversation. So there were different stages or phases during that moment. Okay, certain time. Oh, I did share the schedule. What each time will reserve to talk about. Okay, well done to all on reaching 10 years with this amazing adventure.
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
The Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember. But
Which Harry created as well. Where he was talking in the Obama Foundation, where he said he bring in different groups to help different charities to come in for people who might need help. And it's the same concept Harry's repeating here with Invictus. All right, so there's this. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Harry's words. Don Perry. Oh, God. Okay, so this is where we come. How could you dump the person who created the thing? All right, so there's that. As a matter of, let me not bring it. Okay, so that was that. There's more. Before getting involved with the Invictus game, I felt like the loneliest person in the world, and I then discovered this community. Now I have an identity again, and now I am part of a community of people that support each other. Was it Kasper, Holm at the IGF Conversation? All right, so there's that here. There's this. When we started, we had no money, no people. It wasn't even called the Invictus Games yet. We just had a very good idea. Sir Keith Mills. Okay, so this is who Harry brought in to discuss his idea. It was great. Okay, so this one I will share on my... I think I did already. I see I already like it. All right. It was great to hear about the origin of the Invictus movement today with our friend Prince Harry, Sir Keith Mills, and Ken Fisher at the IG Conversation. All right, where do you see William's name here? You don't see William's name. These are the group that backed up Harry. Okay, long time proud mama looking on, 10 years and incredible onward and upward Invictus game. Let me pause this. Okay, so proud of Prince Harry. He founded this brilliant community of Invictus. So he founded a purpose. He's centering often sidelined, forgotten community. He's the continuation of Princess Diana's kind, thoughtful spirit. He's one of the best things to have come out of the UK. Okay, so this is the, I'm glad I click on it. So I believe this is the closing ceremony. Closing ceremony, yeah, it says it. I'm sorry, I didn't read it. So let's read here. Which one was this? 2023. Was that the Germany one? Let's listen. And I think I'll stop this video with that, okay?
What a week. If your goal was to make your country proud, you've done it. If your goal was to make your family happy, you've achieved it. If your goal was a medal, a PB, or to merely finish the race, you've smashed it. And if your goal was to leave stronger than when you arrived, well, let's hear it. There's a powerful quote in doing the rounds this week. The wound is the place where the light enters you. The very awareness you have of your wound, of your injury, of your illness, is an opportunity for post-traumatic growth. This is a blueprint of what the wider world needs today. The power of resilience, the power of healing, and the power of recovery. My ask of you to bottle the memory and the feeling of this past week. I am honored to have served alongside you.
A leader, an abs.
That's the squad who was recording it.
Brilliant. Wonderful leader.
That I pinched. Okay, he pinched someone's eye. Okay, he pinched someone else's idea and has done very little of the work and makes a speech mainly about himself. Oh God. Yeah, well done, Harry. Okay, this is the thing here. I'm gonna put that speech that Megan did, part of it maybe, where Megan said Harry spent many sleepless nights to do.
It is my distinguished honor to introduce someone that I think you'll all be very excited to hear from. He has also spent many late nights and early mornings planning for these games to make them as perfect as possible for each of you. He has also spent many late nights and early mornings planning for these games to make them as perfect as possible for each of you. I could not love and respect him more, and I know that all of you feel the same because he is your fellow veteran, having served 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan and 10 years of military service. He's the founder of the Invictus Games and the father to our 2 little ones, Archie and Lily. Please welcome my incredible husband, Prince Harry of the Invictus.
Put the games together. Megan have already answered that. And then I didn't even need Megan to say it because I already imagine it. Because you have different time frame to talk with different people around the globe. When does he get to sleep? Okay, so Megan already answered that. Okay, that she responded, LOL. So but heard on behalf of William, the Pegster Prince, bahaha. Alright, so that's that. Okay, there's many more. I try to cover as many as I can. Okay, so there's all of this. There's that. They were posting a lot. I shared that already. Okay, so there's this here. Get your ticket to the IGF Conversation. So, okay, you can hear from Dean and Team Nigeria. So that was leading up to the the meeting, so you have to get a ticket. Right, so what is that here? Okay, Kasper, Holm of Team Denmark. I shared that already. Right, yesterday we were in New York to take part of the 5-bow. Oh, so that was May 6th. So that was very interesting. I spoke about this, the 5-bow ride. Okay, I've done it before. Oh my God, it's a very joyful meet. You see people from all over camp. The street is closed and packed with people. You go all around, and then you have vendors on the side, and you have people to help you if you have bike problem or whatever. So it is, I truly recommend it. It could be a very fun family thing. You stick together and you ride together, and you, oh my God, you get to see the city. That's another word, another way. If you want to visit the city for tourism, okay, this is the best way to do that. Okay, so that's that. I spoke about this, the 5-bow bike tour. We sponsor an Inspire group from we are Invictus community to tackle this 40-mile cycle. Well done to everybody. Beyond the Game Invictus Challenge. Okay, so it will start from downtown Manhattan. You go all around the city. All right, you go to the West Side Highway, where when Heavy had the chase, where people were saying the chase can happen in the city. Okay, that highway, you go on the not West Side, the FDR Drive, that highway on the other side, on the east side, and then you go up to Brooklyn Bridge. Is it Brooklyn Bridge, or there's two bridges that close there? Is it Brooklyn Bridge? I don't remember if it's Brooklyn Bridge or the Manhattan Bridge, one of those bridges, and then you cross over to what's the other borough? New York. Oh my God, I can't think of the, what is it, from okay, you start downtown Manhattan, you go across, you go to the FDR Drive. I think you took a small leap into the Bronx, and then you cross over to the FDR Drive, and then from the FDR Drive you go to Queens. That's what I was trying to think. And then from Queens you go to Brooklyn, and then from Brooklyn you go to Staten Island, and then that's where it ends. And then it depends where you live. If you live in Staten Island, you're fine. Depend where you live outside of Staten Island, you take the ferry back to downtown Manhattan again, close by downtown Manhattan, and then you go to your respective places. So it's very fun. The first time we did it that way, but the second and the third time, what my husband did is the day before, he drove to Staten Island and parked his car, and then we took the ferry back home, and then be prepared for the following day. And then when after the bike tour, we get into our car and drive home, because the ferry get very, very packed. All right, it takes a long time to get into the ferry. That's the only downside of it, but everything else is very fun. People having fun, taking pictures. It's not a race. It's not a race at all. You take pictures, you pass different landmarks. It's really fun. I truly recommend that, especially if you live outside of the US. This is the best way to experience the city. Okay, so that's that. Oh, not thanks you. I just want to say thanks, if there is such a thing. Okay, here are some examples of prayer of thanks, prayer of gratitude. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing you have bestowed on my life. You have provided me with more than I could ever imagine. You have surrounded me with people who always look out for me. You have given me family and friends who bless me. I think I've read this tweet I've read this prayer before, but I'm gonna leave it. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Want to help support me, hop onto my shop and see if you like any of the design, and when I do have time, I'll create more and upload them. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for your support. And there's part 1 and part 2 already. All right, so check.
Evolution. This is the future. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
You realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility.
We're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, you know, over time, try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
Today is April 6, 2023. It is 2:44 p.m. So I have a little bit of time, and I thought, let me get this initial video out. Whenever I have time, I'll record. So this is the first video for this channel. Well, I should say second video, because I did like an introduction in terms of what this channel will be focusing on, more in terms of background of Harry and Meghan kind of thing, and things that they have said in the past. So I decided to create this channel to focus mostly on their charitable work. I don't know which direction I'm gonna go with it, but it will be definitely focused on their charitable work. So I thought, since I have the time, let me go over their website to give a basic idea of where they're coming from. And I was looking at their website before I started recording. One of the things I was thinking of doing was to highlight each of these organizations they have helped or they're part of. Then I said, you know, let me just read, go over their webpage, and then go over the impact report. And then maybe another video, I'll do a review of the organization.